that time? Back. Today's the day. Sound deadening. It's going in. I got the 100 mil this time. Oh, that's what I ordered. I don't know if that's what they sent me, but this is it. The old Kilmat. So lots of this going in. So we'll need lots of these. Before I can do anything, those seats have to come out again, but I'm such a pro at taking these seats out. Kudos to me. How amazing, huh? I can take seats out. Can I get a round of applause, a gold medal, please, an award? My neighbor's home. He came over to see what I'm doing. Told him what I was doing. He seemed less than impressed, and that's fine by me, and he went on his merry way. So both of the seats came out because I had this lofty idea that I was going to actually finish everything. That didn't happen, as it never does, right? These are my tools. Take a look. Tools of the trade right there. I wore my Lucky Sound Deadening laying the mat down pants. So I'm gonna start with the back and work my way to the front. Working my way to the front is something that, never happened. I tried, but I ran out of Kilmat. I hate to be the spoiler alert here, but one box wasn't enough. I did do a wildly amazing job of cleaning all this stuff up. You can't tell on camera because it looks pretty grimy, but it was ripe for the picking here. So I've had some people tell me that I should be heating up the Kilmat with a heat gun as I press it down, but it's so hot back here, I'm not too worried about it. It sticks real well. It's like an oven back here, trust me. Now I know why I'm doing the back first. It's the worst. I mean, I think I broke my hip. I say this all the time, but I think it's true this time. I think I need 911. Panel stuff here, like these ones, these are indeed fiberglass. These I'm going to have to cut away to get my cage in. So I'm not going to be really covering these right now. So I'll just kind of work around it. And I'll keep making my way to the front of the car. I feel like I'm making a rocket ship with all this silver sound deadening material. I want to go hog wild with it, so I am going to sound deaden this like compartment area. There's a piece of plastic that goes on top of it, but I'm gonna do it under here on the battery tray. I'm gonna do it up. Oh, that's stupid. I realize that there's a plastic frame that goes on top of the tray that sits in this little inlay here. Therefore, if I sound deaden it, the plastic frame's not going to sit in anymore. I'm glad I realized it right in the beginning. It's funny too how much this stuff sticks within like the 10 seconds that it was on. It really does have some great adhering properties. So this is the third car that I've ever sound deadened. The first one was my Camaro, which I didn't do a thorough job. The second one was my Mustang, and I did the ceiling, I did everything in that car, but I didn't overlap it the way I should have. So this time around, I think it's going to be my best yet. All right, so I'm gonna hold off on doing any of the sound deadening in this like compartment here because I've got a plastic thing that's coming, a plastic tray. Actually, I might have it. It might be here. I got most of my new parts off of Eckler's, actually. Eckler's is where I got a lot of this stuff. Pretty good pricing. It's either Eckler's or Top Flight Automotive. But this is the brand new tray. Isn't it pretty? Oh my gosh. Oh, and it smells like new plastic. So it goes in here like this, like so. And then there's a plastic frame that holds the compartment doors, and that goes over it. And it's just so beautiful and so spanking new. I even got new screws for everything. Add the new carpet, and I mean, it's going to have that new car smell, no doubt. So I got to also mention that the first time I was really blown away by somebody who was lane sound deadening was actually at Devin's place over at Blockworks Racing. He's the one that did my motor swap and the transmission swap and all that stuff. I went to visit him one day to see how my car was doing, and he was sound deadening. I think it was like a 67 Camaro. I could be wrong, but it was laid so perfectly. I stood back and I was like, wow, okay, this is how it's done. And it stuck with me. So I'm striving to have that beautiful laid out sound deadening. He also used Kilmat, which made me feel like I was using the right stuff because he's an expert. Thanks, Devin. Thanks for inspiring me to do better. So the back is completely done. Let's take a look, and then we're going to do the front passenger side. Since I ran out of Kilmat, I've only got like 3 panels left, but I'll order some more on Amazon. There's tons of other stuff that I can do, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so seatbelts going back in. Let's go. Let's do it. So, in hindsight, I should have put this anti-rust coating on the metal portion under the seats. Forgive me, I can't speak words right now. I did order some, and I am going to apply it, and I might even remove some of that sound deadening to get it under there. Just not sure yet. Thank you so much for watching. Man, what progress we've made, huh? Remember when it was just crusty, old, wet box of disgusting, nasty stickers looking inside? Now it looks like tinfoil. Like, it's like 60% done. I feel like the back is definitely the hardest part. I was like curled up like there, like a dead tarantula. Not fun, but it looks so good and less debris flying around. It's amazing. And I still have the weather stripping to do. I still have the T-tops. I've got so much stuff to do. I woke up today, as I do with every day, and I've got this like lofty idea of what I think I'm gonna get done. So in my head, I thought I was going to do all of the sound deadening. I thought I was going to start the weather strip. I thought I was going to go to the audio store and buy speaker wire, and I thought I was going to make it to Harbor Freight to buy a welding kit. You know what I did? I did 60% of the sound deadening, ran out, and now I'm going to look at my door. But it's crazy, like time flies, right? Definitely do one door at a time. I'm not going to take apart both and then not have a reference. I'm gonna buy all new components, wires, stuff's toasted. One last look at my masterpiece before we move on to bigger, better things. Okay, I'm glad I took apart that door. It's like the wires and the door lock accutator thing that I got, that's not gonna work. I need one like this. It's like very specific, so taking this in the house with me, find that, and figure out the door mechanisms, because the ones I ordered, they're not the same either. It is the same. Now we're getting somewhere. Freight, it's a big sale today, and I'm going to see if I can get the whole welding kit for like a good deal. And I just want to go to Harbor Freight. It's been a while, so let's get out of here. My headrest is appallingly greasy. I'm kind of embarrassed. I do wash my hair. I actually do. It's hair product. That's what it is. Yesterday, I took my mom to the mall. We went to Century City. I haven't been to Century City in like maybe 5, 6, 7 years. It's been a long time. It's a very nice mall. It's a beautiful mall. It's outdoor. It's lovely. The parking structure, on the other hand, is like World War III. It's I won't bother trying to explain it because I can't explain it. There's no words that can possibly actually put this. You just if you haven't gone to Century City and you don't experience a parking lot, that's like me trying to explain what like Vietnam was to someone who wasn't, like, you know, like if I was in a war and I was trying to explain it to someone else, I would never be able to. So anyways, after looking around for a parking space, my mom, she's like, oh, you know what, your sister always parks in valet. Go to valet. Your sister, they never park the car. Your sister and her husband, they always valet. So all right, Mom, I'll find the valet. All right, so I'm driving around. I'm no longer looking for a spot, but I'm looking for the valet. I find the valet, but there was like the opening's down here, and it just didn't make sense. So I was gonna back up to get into the opening. So I back up to go to this driveway, and you know, I have parking sensors and all that stuff. Nothing's beeping. Granted, I'm probably frustrated at this point because we've been driving around this parking lot for 40 minutes looking for a spot, and my mom's telling me how much better my sister is because she valets right away. So I'm backing up, and all of a sudden I hear this crunch. I mean, the worst crunch ever. I knew I hit something. I didn't know what it was. At first I thought I hit a Tesla because it would crunch that easy. I thought if it's a Tesla, it would crunch that easy. There were no cars around though. So I can see in my cameras, there's like a stop sign. So I'm like, oh, I hit a pole. I hit a pillar with a sign on it. So I pull away. I find a place in the parking lot. I just put my head on my steering wheel. And I tell my mom I'm gonna go outside and check it out. And my mom, who's never called me sweetie in my life, goes, okay, sweetie, and I ate it up. I was like, I never felt so loved in that moment. I get out of the car and I walk around and I'm just thinking, I gotta tell my insurance, my rates are gonna go up. I mean, thank God I didn't hit a car. I walk around the longest walk of my life. And I'm not kidding you, there was no damage. There was no damage. Nothing. There was no damage. I mean, maybe like a scratch on my lens, if that. I could. It was divine intervention. The car gods came down and sandwiched themselves between myself and that sign. I got back in the car with a new lease on life, and we parked the car. We found a parking spot and we went to the mall and we treated ourselves to clothes and knickknacks and plants and stuff. But I was renewed. You know, you go from like, oh my gosh, I hit my car, I have to call insurance, my rates are gonna go up, I'm gonna have to take my car to the shop, get a rental, all this stuff to, I can't even explain it. So I got off and it taught me to be more careful. So definitely be more careful, but I am careful. Like, first time in all these years, I've never hit anything. And I think it's because I heard a story about my uncle last week. Apparently my uncle, when he just got his Jeep, he backed into a pole at the mall. And my uncle's a really good driver, but he doesn't hit things, just like me. And I was shocked. I was like, wow, Gig hit a pole? That's crazy. Like, he doesn't hit things. But in my head, I was kind of like, he hit a pole? I think that's why I hit the pole. But all good. No damage. Hallelujah. I did, however, get into my Suburban today, and there was a rock chip on my passenger side glass. I don't know how that happened. So that's my second rock chip this year. There it is. Honestly, like, the moment I saw the stuff and how much it was, I was like, man, maybe I should just take the cage to be welded somewhere. But then I thought about, I gotta take the cage, I gotta take the car. Most likely I can't take the cage in the car, so then I have to have my mom take the cage in another car, and I have to wait there and pay someone and wait. They're so helpful at Harbor Freight too. There's always somebody who knows about who knows all about whatever I'm trying to get. So he helped to make sure that I had everything that I needed. And, you know, I was going to research exactly what I needed for this project, and I know that TIG is better than MIG in terms of strength. And then I remembered one of my Instagram friends from long ago had, like, DM'd me everything I would need for welding, like, last year. So I went to the messages and I scrolled all the way back and I found the entire list that he sent me. So excited. I'd call him out, but I don't know if that's like the thing to do. So anyways, I got the welding device, which was regular $5 something, and it was on sale for $360. I got a little cart. I cheaped out on the cart. I didn't get the expensive one. I got the cheap one. I got a helmet. Again, I got a very entry-level helmet. And I got gloves, sleeves, wire, and why am I in the wrong lane? And I got, I just have to get gas still. But yeah, I feel really good about it. And now while we're out and about, let's look at the car lots for fun. Because Harbor Freight is right across the street from the car lots, so might as well check out what they got.